It is Thursday, June 2nd, 2011, and today Ubuntu 11.10's Alpha 1 released. Now I'm going to go through the new features of this and try to show them to you as best I can, but with the experience that I've had with it, both on my laptop and in a virtual machine, neither one of them wants to display or work properly. We'll get into that with the known issues down here near the bottom. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at what new features are supposed to be available. You see we've got updated packages such as the Linux kernel 2.6.39, updated compiler and network manager versions. The biggest thing, of course, GNOME 3 has landed. So there are some components that have changed since the 2D session. Will be Unity 2D. They dropped the default Ubuntu experience. The classic GNOME experience is no longer available, so by default, when you load up the live CD, you're greeted with the Unity 2D interface. Now, the problem with that is, the best way to put it is, it's an alpha. We'll get into that in a minute, though. Let's just go ahead and look at what the rest of this says. Transitions they're making in this version, they're going from GTK2 to GTK3. A large part of that is why things are so buggy at this point. They're just moving from one major release to another, having to rewrite a lot of software, so things, like I said, are very, very buggy. If we come down here near the bottom, we've got these known issues. You see we don't have a GTK3 theme yet. We don't have indicator app menu or scroll bar integration. In Unity 2D, clicking on the launcher crashes Unity. Yeah, that's part of the reason why having Unity 2D as the default right now is not so great. That is the other reason, though, why you don't ever want to put an alpha on any of your production machines. If you want to try this out in a virtual machine or load it up live, that's awesome. Just keep in mind, do not put this on any of your production machines. Let's see, in Unity, the window buttons are missing from the title bar. Definitely notice that. With Nautilus, the plain blue background will show up because the background fails to redraw, and Nautilus does not display a background by default. So yeah, basically lots and lots of things just are not there yet because there are so many things having to be rewritten. However, let's go ahead and just take a look at it and see how it looks and feels. Here is the login manager. This is the default GDM. They have not migrated to LightDM yet. I don't know if you're able to see it there or not. In the release notes here, it does say if you want to test LightDM, the display manager they're planning to move to, you can definitely install that. I haven't done that yet. I may do that in the future. Yeah, you'll see here in a minute why this will be a short video. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the login. You see down here at the bottom we have the option to do Ubuntu or Ubuntu 2D. We'll go ahead and do 2D first, just to give you the quick look at why it's not quite ready yet. Now you may or may not have heard that. There's the background sound. Everything sort of looks normal as you would expect it to. You know, you've got all of your icons over here on the right. Things are redrawing properly. If you click on these items, they do appear to work appropriately. Then you click any of the launcher buttons and things start breaking. You see nothing popped up there, nothing is working. You click on the applications button, something popped up there and then disappeared. Things just not quite working right. Yeah, Nautilus does work and the buttons are there, so that's awesome. I believe Firefox works. A couple of other things do still work normally, as they should, but the key components, the way to control the operating system, not quite so much. What I did find kind of amusing, the workspaces does still work, or kind of works. Yeah, it works for the most part. Anyway, so yeah, that's one thing that is working for now, but the majority of the components that are centered around Unity are broken at this point. For example, if I wanted to look at the terminal, I really can't. I mean, even if I pressed Alt F2, nothing happens. So that's just a quick look at Unity 2D for now. It's broken. I wouldn't worry about it yet. I mean, there's still a long time before this will be final. We've still got until, what is it, October, excuse me. Brain's not quite working today. Okay, that took a little while to get logged back out. But anyway, we'll go ahead and click on the name again. Excuse me, when that decides to go away. We go ahead and click on here at the bottom and select Ubuntu instead of Ubuntu 2D, and we'll log back in. And this should give us the Unity interface. You'll notice there we don't have the Ubuntu background by default. It's just a black background or blue, depending on what time of day you look at it. It's been black for me for the most part, though. You'll notice at the top the bar is a stark white. All of the icons in the upper right-hand corner are awkward, I guess. They're just not themed. If you click on them, they do work, but they don't disappear when you move away from them. You see it's not redrawing the background properly. If I come over here to any of the launchers on the left, they leave their mark on the background and don't go away. Again, that's that redrawing not working correctly. However, if I click on the launcher does work. I'm able to use it. I'm able to go through my applications. But again, if I close out of it, it doesn't go away. Nothing's clickable here, but it's still all there. Anyway, from here I am able to open up applications. If I type in TER, it shows me terminal, so I can go ahead and open that. And from there I can show you uname-a will show you 2.6.39, so the kernel is the most up-to-date version that is currently available. However, with that we do also see there are no buttons in there. The global menu does not appear to be working correctly. If I maximize it, I do get buttons, so that's a step in a direction. I don't know how you take that. Ooh, that's fun. Background just turned orange on me. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead, right-click that, and go to close. Other than that, just a whole lot of bugginess at this point. The other launchers do sort of work. Like I said, they don't really close when they close. I mean, the background just is not redrawing, which makes a lot of things feel like they're more broken than they really are. The applications do definitely seem to work appropriately. Unity is a little bit more usable than Unity 2D at this point because the launchers do still work. But like I said, it's an alpha. It's not quite ready for prime time yet. Just wanted to show you how it's working for me, what you would expect if you wanted to try it on your system. Actually, I didn't install it on my laptop. I just loaded it up live, and it tried to do Unity 2D for some reason, even though it is an Intel card, so it should have done it all automatically. So I didn't get a chance to see how it would work on actual hardware yet. If you do have any more experience with that, as far as running it on bare metal itself, definitely let me know in the comment section below. For now, though, always stick to that mantra. Do not install it on production machines. Put it on test machines. Put it on whatever you want to do if you want to help out, but don't put it on your primary laptop, your primary desktop, unless you're willing to jump right in and try to help out and willing to have some downtime. That's all for today, though. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.